away. And his opponent, representing Combat Jiu-Jitsu Day, please welcome to the cage, James Slavin!
Big welcome for James Slavin as he walks out to the dulcet tones of the undertones. Teenage Kicks rings through the Millennium Forum. Big crowd, rapturous applause. Lightweight title up for grabs here. Nathan McGillian already in the cage. 3-2 record. All three of his wins have come by rear naked choke. Jess Paolo, Aidan O'Boyle and Jack Thorne. Some real good quality names on that scorecard. James Slavin's entered the cage as a 4-6 record. Last outing, well, his last two outings, he stepped in on a day's notice to fight Ryan Kelly, who we saw have a massive, impressive victory here earlier in March, and he beat him for the title at another promotion here in Derry, and he then lost a few weeks later by decision to James Hughes on Cage Conflict, so has been active of late, and he's taken this one on very, very short notice as well. Slavin in the darker green, McGillian in the lighter green and blue trim. Slavin out in that orthodox stance, trying to just close the distance. McGillian fighting out that southpaw stance. Gets that beautiful takedown, beautiful entry. And Martin McLaughlin and Sebastian Torres in his corner. A couple of very, very experienced coaches and black belts. McGillian passes now into that side control position.
Nathan's very accomplished grappler himself. Like, tore the scene up a blue belt, got his purple belt last week, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, he did, yeah.
And he's on the back.
Yeah, there was a lovely transition, and James Slavin is in a bit of a spot of bother, it would seem, instantly here. Sliding forward, battling for that grip, trying to just stay heavy on the hips of Slavin and not get shaken off, but Slavin does well just to recover, and he could be in on a takedown attempt himself now. Yeah, drags that leg out beautifully. An really excellent nice bit of work there by Slavin, wasn't it?
Really nice takedown, yeah. Slavin himself's no slouch on the ground.
Yeah, I love that takedown because it's such a low risk one in mixed martial arts, and you're just taking one post out from underneath your opponent, you can still stay connected to them, so the chances of you losing them in a scramble are a little bit lower. Slavin gets his chance now to try and start landing some damaging shots. Difficult to do though, because McGillian's doing the right thing. He's got a big underhook there, which is going to allow him to try and work his way out the back door. Slavin negates that now by dropping down heavy with that whizzer, and then McGillian takes the opportunity to recover close guard. He does have himself pressed back against the fence, so it's not an easy position to mount an attack from. There's an up kick. Just one of those instinctive movements.
Yeah.
Gets a stern warning from referee Aaron Wallace. He had 2 feet and 1 knee on the ground, 3 points of weight-bearing contact, so he's officially a grounded opponent. McGillian driving in for that knee bar attempt, but he's just got the angle wrong. He's a little bit side on that leg. Big shots there by Slavin, big shots to the body, and stretches that leg out, does McGillian, but I don't think he's going to get enough bite on it at the moment. But a very, very entertaining first round. Nathan McGillian wearing it a little bit on his face. His co-main event is off to a flyer. That round one had plenty of incident, plenty of action. But there's big deep breaths being taken now in both corners. Coach Kieran McFadden being very animated over there in the corner to James Slavin. So we're going to see a same frenetic pace here as we go into round number 2 of this title fight. McGillian just trying to get his guard attacks going here, but leaves himself open to those big hammer fists. Really good effective work here by James Slavin. Tries to swim back inside. He doesn't want McGillian fishing for that knee bar attack again, because we've seen him go for it a couple of times. Didn't get the purchase on the leg the first couple of times, but it only takes once. But heavy ground and pound there by James Slavin as McGillian scrambles desperately to get out of that bad spot. McGillian just taking a couple of big deep breaths here. There we go, the left hand from Slavin starts firing off shots again, and they are big ones, damaging blows. McGillian needs to do something big now to get this fight back on track. An awkward, almost crucifix-like position there, but he manages to reverse it, comes back around and now gets a chance to turn it on Slavin himself. Gets to the back. Is he going to be able to land similar amounts of concussive blows from this position, or is Slavin going to be able to do enough to get out of here quickly? McGillian taking some big deep breaths.
Corner squealing at him to get the second hook in.
Yeah, he's got one, but he hasn't really secured his opponent fully just yet. The cage is a limiting factor here because he can't just roll backwards.
He's going to come up to try transition to the mount.
Yeah,
and he's inside the guard.
He kind of got caught in between. He threw the leg over and then just took a moment to think about it, and fatigue obviously being the big factor there, I would say. Allowed Slavin to just start firing off shots again. And he's doing so brilliantly. He's peppering away here and staying busy and really, really making McGillian wear these shots. There's damage being done here.
Yeah, he'll be impressing the judges a lot in the second round, without doubt.
Very impactful, and even the referee is taking a very close look at some of these flurries. McGillian just probably feeling a little bit of fatigue after eating so many shots to the head. It's difficult to do that and be fresh-faced. But he's got to rally here. He's going to need something big now to turn this one around. That could be 2 rounds in the hole for him. 2 rounds.
We're forgetting here as well, Paul. James took this fight on 2 days' notice.
Yeah. He's a man who's able to take a fight in very short notice and put in a winning performance. He's proved it in his last second to last bout, and he's proven it again this evening. So Nathan McGillian needs to really dig deep here. He's up against it. He could be 2 rounds in the hole, battling with massive amounts of fatigue, wearing a good bit of damage. So you want to be a fighter, huh? And this is a massive couple of rounds that James Slavin has banked. Does he have enough to go hard again in the third round? That's another big question if he has taken it on a couple of days' notice. Both tanks could be fairly empty here, or close to being empty, so it's a massive third round ahead of us. James Slavin seems fired up now, and big show of respect from both fighters, and they're straight back to the action. McGillian with a tired attempt at that takedown attempt. It was almost slow motion, like you could see the fatigue has definitely set in after meeting so much damage over those first couple of rounds. Pops that front kick out there, but finds himself off balance, and again, just a sluggish effort at that attempt. He's battling big fatigue. Not to say he's out of it, but he's up against it for sure. He's trying to connect the hands and look at that Kimura attempt. He's got a grip of the hand, but he's actually straightened it out now as well. If you can stay on it and then bring it around the back of Slavin, then this could all be changed in an instant, but Slavin just staying smart here. Yeah, manages to free that arm, and be interested to see how much McGillian has left. Desperation shot. Yeah, he's really struggling now with fatigue, and referee Aaron Wallace watching him very closely. Showing great heart though, McGillian. He's battling against the odds here.
He's a warrior, Nathan.
He's still trying to push the pace, still trying to press the action. Slavin just does enough to take the balance out from underneath McGillian. McGillian, just with that fatigue, he seemed kind of happy to accept bottom position. Sometimes when you're feeling that bit of tiredness, you're happier to just have your opponent on the ground and start to work from there. Lovely transition by Slavin, taking advantage of that fatigue and switching over to the back attack. Is he going to have time to start mounting a submission attack and maybe get a late finish here to seal the victory? We can't really see from the camera angle. Hasn't fully got a grip around the neck, but he cannot be far away. Now he gets his opponent belly down. Might be as well off just posturing up here. And here we go, landing shots. We saw at the Ryan Kelly fight earlier in the night, if you can get to that position, just hip into your opponent's lower back and keep them flat down on that belly. It frees up your hands to drive in some big shots. So they are heavy blows he's raining down, and McGillian seems to be running out of answers. May just have enough to survive to the end of the round, but a massive performance here by James Slavin to come in here on very short notice yet again in Derry and walk out of here with a belt. Seems to just perform better when he doesn't have to think about it for too long.
Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, some fighters maybe just suits them. They don't have time to overthink things and get nervous, and that's 2 of his last 3 fights now. He's gone in on 1 or 2 days notice for a belt and performed and got the victory. Excellent work. He will be delighted with that. Big crowd in attendance are enjoying it too. Slavin is pumped up.
It's tough for Nathan too. He's preparing for a style, and
That's
then
it.
all of a sudden it's taken away. And
it's all out the window, and you're looking at an entirely different prospect. So,
what a fight. Give it up for the lads. This fight was decided by unanimous decision, and the new lightweight champion in the blue corner, James Slavin!
So hard to beat. Every time she walks down the street, another girl in the neighborhood. Wish she was mine, she looks so good. I wanna hold her, wanna hold her.